The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome. There we go. Now you can say whatever I want. Episode 709. I feel like I wrote a very catchy intro that just goes, welcome.
You ever made a mistake and said welcome back at the beginning?
Well, they're back.
Cotter. We are the Whiskey Brothers. This is our 710th episode. We have stuff to talk about.
10 or 9, I can't remember.
It's 710.
710.
710?
10.
Yeah.
I know. We are in the Old Humble Distilling Company studios. That is important because this is Friday. On Monday, at the end of your long weekend, you're going to be able to go out and spend some time with some Whiskey Brothers and one of our favorite whiskeys. I know for a fact that they still have some special reserve on hand. It does not have
none of the cool bottles, but
but the whiskey.
Yeah.
You've got it, and I don't know what drinks they're going to give you or what they're going to offer or what they have out there. I don't know that, but I know if you find Joe.
Yeah.
And I know if you say I want to taste the special reserve, I know he can make it happen. And I know he's probably going to be pissed at me for saying that. But they have it, and it's good, and that's why we continue to drink it.
Delicious.
So May 27th, that is, of course, the date. It is my birthday,
Memorial Day.
Feel free to send me gifts via. I should get like I have some stripper wish list on Amazon. But it is a worthwhile holiday to get out and maybe take some remembrance, and there's no better way to do it than with some whiskey and some celebration at Old Humble. So do that, and you can bring your questions for Trey. That's going to be fun.
I can't wait.
I'm going to send a list. I got so many things I want to know.
Oh, I got so much stuff I want to educate you on. So that just works. 2 peas in a pot. No, that's not it.
Where do we get the expression 2 peas in a pot?
I don't know. I think it's from cannibalism.
It makes perfect sense if you live in a poor household.
Yeah, I guess so.
People that used to eat black people, they would like dice up too.
People used to eat black people.
Blacks with the peas, they would dice them up, put them in a pot.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Black eyed peas. Those are.
Yeah.
You never made those?
Yeah.
Black eyed peas.
2 black-eyed peas in a pot.
I'm sorry.
We eat black eyed peas on New Year's Day.
Black eyed peas.
Yeah. Speaking of black eyed peas, you had a stalker, right, Slade? All right.
I got a couple. What the fuck? He just mic dropped his segue. And I don't know what.
Done.
I have a couple. I don't like to acknowledge them because it encourages the behavior.
Really?
Yeah. That's
flattered any?
No. Have we talked about this? I'm not only am I not flattered by it, I believe that ignored behavior extinguishes itself. That if you simply do not give something attention, it will go away.
On for 15 years.
Yes, I have.
Get the fuck out of here.
I have been proven wrong. I have only multiple.
What do you think would happen if you dig down these stalkers? What is the consequence?
Trey, these aren't even.
They would go away.
No.
That's the extinguisher.
You don't know. I know.
You just shoot it on them.
Tell that to no.
That's how it sounds when I come. I have a hole. It's.
I couldn't. Here's the problem, Trey.
It leaks out the side.
I'm being honest.
Okay.
I couldn't throw the game. You know what I mean? Like that's me being perfectly honest. I don't think I could because I would.
All right, Shoeless Joe.
No.
I couldn't throw. I'm not gonna throw my game.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, there's something animal that's like you would have to do your best.
You could
on the 6th date with this broad, you take a dive. I want this broad out by the 6th.
Ham doesn't go down in 6.
You're gonna be wanting to go on that 6th date, and you're gonna want to make it work. That's pride fucking with your mind.
We all got a different counselor. Mine is Joey Diaz. That's Now here's the thing: you're gonna want to eat the monkey. You're gonna want to eat the monkey, cocksucker. But on the 6th date, you can't go down.
Yeah.
That's the rule. That's the fucking rule. Yeah. No, that's I just would feel. I feel like if you ever gave in and had sex with a stalker like that, the animal in you, like your gut says, just do it poorly. be really awkward, and then they'll just be like, "Oh, I
You
don't
don't
want to fuck
think you
with this
could
anymore."
outstalk and be even weirder and crazier to make them more?
No, Rob. Here's why. I have a governor. I have a breaker that will
Motherfucker,
trip.
so does 49 other states.
No.
Oh,
I have a breaker that will trip before I can before I ever act crazier than crazy.
Yeah.
The part of me that goes, dude, you're a normal, functional human being who doesn't act like this. That was my biggest issue with my ex. Like I could never out crazy her.
Yeah.
When you're willing to punch a fucking cop, what do I have? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's no.
You have a bow and arrow.
I do have
That's
a bow and
what
arrow.
you do. And you domesticate that bitch Apache style. That's what the fuck you do. That's what they did.
I don't think
Bows and arrows are.
Write Apache style down. I'm just trying to help.
I think you're probably right. If you
Throwing out titles over here. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
if you shot her with the bow or shot at her with the bow and arrow, oh my God, he cares.
Yes, that's exactly. If you acknowledge
you're
their
right.
existence, Trey, it somehow does something to them. They go, oh, even if it's negative, I think they get off to it.
I married my stalker.
But
Shay stalked me when I broke up with. I was 19. I was like, I found better, which I didn't. That girl was a super whore. Anytime I walked in the room, when your girl stands up to hug you and cum falls out of her pussy, that's pretty much a
Jesus
whore.
Christ.
Just droplets of some other dude's cum. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to Shay. At least she was fat enough to keep it inside. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she had an extra pussy muscle
my God.
that could keep the jizz relaxed until I left. You just got jizz falling out like loose change. You got loose change cum out in the pussy.
Viagra Falls over here. I'm sure at least 20 listeners got there before me.
Yeah, man.
You're
so
all welcome.
Oh my God.
You're all welcome.
So she didn't want to break up, and she was following me for a little while.
Was she a good stalker?
She was pretty good. I got in my car, and there was a watch and a teddy bear in there. She was just like, I just miss you so much. And I was just like, I can't leave this bitch.
A watch and a teddy bear.
Yeah. Watch went out in like 2 days.
It came with the bear.
Burnt the bear. Yeah. It was tough. I was breaking up with her for a dumb reason.
Stalking is, for those of you out there that are stalkers.
But I respect stalkers. Because throughout the history of stalking, these guys have generally been in shape. If you go all the way back to Peeping Toms, no fat motherfuckers getting in a tree. That's not happening. Some dude with fucking man boobs is on a branch. You'll be busted in 3 minutes. Trying to whip your dick out of them fucking corduroys.
Coming over the fucking fence like Beverly Hills Ninja. I want a stalker.
So would a black guy that stalks a white woman, would that be a peeping Uncle Tom? Stalk your own race, motherfucker.
That's the thing, man. You want a stalker that fucking could win American Ninja Warrior. That's what you want. You want a stalker who goes to one of those fucking gyms where they
Hell yeah.
that bitch got to the 3rd floor on a salmon ladder.
Yeah.
Click. Click. Click.
Hell yeah.
God damn, that bitch is committed.
He's gonna run the wall. Oh, and he's in her bedroom. Dude, that should be American Ninja Warrior stalkers. And the obstacle course is a bitch's house. You know what I mean? And it's like a monkey bar thing set up in the kitchen. You know what I mean?
It's just he's got to swing from a wine rack.
Yeah.
He's got to
Hell
go
yeah.
up the stairs from underneath.
Hell yeah.
Then you can have celebrity version with like real athletes like Bo
God.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson.
Little Bo Peeping Jackson.
Yeah. Little Bo Peeping
Fucker.
Jackson.
I'll write that down.
Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah, man. I admire stalkers big time.
Little Bo Peeping Jackson should be a fucking Wheel of Fortune answer. That should be a before and after.
Yeah.
Eat a dick, Pat Sajak. Get on it.
Man, have you seen Pat Sajak lately? That guy is so done.
Here's the thing. I don't think I've flipped it on. Occasionally,
Oh my
like
God.
I'll see it on in the background. Like I'll be in a store.
You watch him now. I mean, he's been at it for 30 years or
More
whatever.
than that.
Yeah.
He's been doing it longer than Trebek, right?
Oh, he is so fucking done. he spins the wheel like, all right, it's 500. Pick a fucking letter, you cocksucker. How did you get that wrong, you piece? That's fucking run amok. Run amok. You fucking cunts. All right, let's spin it again. All right, oh, you want to buy? You spend money on an E. There's only a fucking E left. You fucking twat.
How does he do it? And
no,
worse,
Vanna, go ahead and press a fucking button. You fucking whore.
At least he gets to say something.
Yeah.
She's been
silent for fucking decades.
But we don't want to hear her speak.
It doesn't matter. Think about.
Look at that. Fucking Vanna's got a new dress on. Yeah.
Think about the best job you've ever had. With, in our case, the only.
Yeah.
So stand up, but picture, not the way we do it. Every night, the same club.
Yeah.
Every night, the same feature.
Groundhog Day.
You
That's not
and
the
one other
song.
person that you work with.
Yeah.
Show up to the club. Hey, you're doing the same shit. Oh, you'd like to buy her?
Yeah.
And Vanna's going ding.
I don't
Right.
know,
And
though, man.
and you don't get to say shit.
I saw that Price is Right documentary with a guy.
That show was fun though.
But dude,
She literally walks over and touches rectangles for 40 years.
That's a good point.
That's like, listen, that's the look. That's like walking over and adjusting a picture frame every 30 seconds for 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she does it seasons at a time.
I don't give a fuck. It's the
And-
same thing. You know how many of those episodes they shoot in a day?
They shoot a lot. They shoot. I think at least 5.
That's
or
how you
something
can
like
tell
that.
the ones that are the end of the day with Pat Sajak. They've done
With
5.
Pat, but not with her because there's no soul to what she does.
Look at that fucking horse. She's still
That's
spunky.
right.
All right, let's spin the fucking wheel.
There's no, but
Yeah.
you know, that's a perfect job for a woman. They're solid.
Stop being misogynistic. You're
I'm
wrong.
not.
You.
Let's interview there. Here's Karen's from Kansas. What do you do for fun out there? I just want. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Karen.
That's the worst
All right.
part when they do those
All right,
interviews.
Doug from Michigan. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Doug, it says here you're a financial analyst from Michigan, and you like to get a little crazy on karaoke night. What's that about?
Favorite song is
God, blow my fucking brains out.
yeah, I love
All right,
Lionel.
that's great. You like Lionel Richie? You
I
fucking
sing the Commodores.
fucking piece of shit.
Brick House favorite
You
song.
want to spin the goddamn wheel, Doug?
Pat.
Doug.
Jesus.
Jessica.
Yeah, no, there's no D. We already said
You
that.
get a soul, Pat.
Jessica, you're a child care specialist from Muncie,
Christ.
Indiana.
Oh,
Yes,
Christ
I
on
love retard children. They are. I help them to catch up to a better level.
It says
My
here.
favorite are autistic children. They're really smart, but they don't know how to convey it.
Says here you knit sweaters for snakes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's a bummer. I still add the sleeves.
Here's what I love.
While you guys are picking a letter, I'm going to do a shot.
Here's what I love because that shit's cool on a regular day when they got 3 new contestants and everything's fun. But when you have what's this cat's name on Jeopardy right now that hasn't lost?
Oh,
and
yeah.
like he's setting all the records. He's amazing. And I was a Ken Jennings fan, so I get it. But this dude is like crushing all these records. So what are you asking on day 40?
Yeah.
Where you're like, so Jeremy,
Boxers or briefs, dude? What the fuck you got for me?
it's your wife's favorite sexual position.
Yeah.
Can we do anything to make this more
I have
interesting?
cancer and it can't come quick enough
we,
to
have,
end my fucking life.
we have to take a quick break. Don't be a stalker. That's
Spin the
moral.
wheel, you scumbag.
We're coming right back on the Whiskey
The
Brothers
wrong show.
podcast. It is the wrong show.
Question? Comment? Just need to vent? Email us at podcast@praisewhiskey.com.
Halfway point, at least, give or take. We're the Whiskey Brothers. I love working with you idiots. This is I don't know. There's no way if I left the microphones running on the break, nothing would happen.
Yeah.
But the fact that I don't, I think I enjoy the conversation between segments on Mondays. That's one of the favorite parts of my week.
Yeah.
You guys are ridiculous.
That is true.
We're drinking whiskey. We're hanging out. We're dealing with stalkers. We're talking about TV shows.
One more?
No, got us. Yeah.
What do you think
Sure.
is better stalker? Who's better at stalking, men or women?
So I think with that. Well, hang on. Here's the thing. I don't know that. I don't want to lean too heavily into the gender stereotypes of it. Oh, no. But of it all in general, just because they're buzzwords and it gets into women are all like this, and men are all like this. It's all it's I don't know which is better in that regard. I feel like because the it's more of an emotional decision that women probably do it more frequently.
Yeah.
That's my but I have to be careful to say all of this lest I accidentally agree with whatever I feel like you're about to say.
Well, no, I just so I have feelings about women and
lest I accidentally agree with what you're about to say. Are you about to say something?
yeah. I got something I'm about to say.
What are you about? Hang on. Oh, stop. What can I?
All right.
Well, no. But here's the thing. I do feel. My Sam Damaris. I must have said, "Here's the thing." 12. Here's the thing. I feel a need to professionally distance myself from
Jesus Christ.
Whatever he's
some
gonna
of
say.
the
Yeah.
things you
what?
might say. What are you about to? What are you about to talk about?
I want to. Okay, so there's been this whole uproar about the stuff that happened in Alabama.
Oh, here, just let me. Ding ding ding! Trey's about to say something dumb. Let's listen. There, I made you your own little intro.
Great. Let me.
Do I hear it again? Trey's about to say something dumb. It's made by the same people who created Big Buck Hunter.
Yeah.
No.
Trey's about to say something dumb.
Powered by the old Humble Distilling Company.
Who reminds you to come on out and see Trey and Rob on Monday.
Oh God, maybe not.
Yeah. No. Here's my. All right. So.
Trey's about to say something dumb.
No, I'm not. This is very strong points.
Okay.
Good points. I feel. So I really don't understand what everyone was so upset about.
That's Trey saying something dumb.
You gotta let me lean a little bit into it.
My bad. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Trey's about to say something else dumb.
So, of course, in Alabama.
That's an explosion, by the way.
Because I'm dropping bombs,
It's the
baby.
explosion from Contra. It's an 8-bit explosion.
That's what your bomb sound like?
That's what Contra explosion sounded like.
Oh, what is
Back to Trey saying something dumb.
So, in Alabama, they ban like abortion. Like you
Yeah.
can't.
I heard.
You can't get a good deal on that anymore. So I didn't understand where it was upset. But I understand like it's a war on women and it's like all this different ridiculousness. But my thing is like, I don't understand why everyone is so upset with women losing rights because
Here it comes.
because things go bad when women get power. It turns sideways. Listen, it turns sideways.
Motherfucker watches Game of Thrones one time.
No, but they get in their head about shit all the time. Like you start giving women right after they started they could vote. Right, they started fucking thinking they could play basketball. Right? They started thinking they could run for president. Saw how that turned out.
Bet you didn't think it was gonna be this dumb.
They come up with like 12
Wait a
different
minute.
new genders and shit.
Was that them?
Gender fluid that's a woman thing.
Is it?
You know how you know it's a woman thing? It doesn't rhyme. Our shit rhymes. Our shit rhymes.
Give me 3 examples. Click it or ticket.
Click it a ticket.
That's not a man
Too
thing.
legit to quit.
That's Come on.
If you smelt it, you dealt it. That's all guy shit. And it sticks. What was they shit? When they get an opportunity, what they come up with? Say no to drugs. Bitch, that's long and doesn't rhyme. Let's give me some crack, motherfucker.
How do you know? How do you know that men or women invented any of these things you just said? I think you just chose 3 you liked.
yeah.
These are guys.
Gave them to men.
guy
and
shit.
chose one
Hold
you
on.
didn't.
Let me do a quick.
What's
wait.
Johnny Cochran's catchphrase?
If the glove
Don't fit, it must have quit. Rhymes. What did Perry Mason have? Huh, all right. Rob, what were you saying?
I'm going to
Perry Mason a woman?
Allow me to do a Trey Tutson impersonation. all right?
She's a dyke.
Perry Mason's a woman. Is a man. Perry Mason's a man.
Let it just continue.
Well, I'm certain he had a catchphrase that we didn't catch.
Yeah.
That rhymed.
Continue.
Here's my impersonation of Trey. Like, let me tell you something. Gender fluid. That's what they come out when they get the period.
Trey,
Listen, women are so dangerous when they have power. Do you know who leads in pedophilia now? Women. Teachers. Teachers
You know
fuck
what?
more students underage than guys do.
but-
Than female
Is
teachers
that a
fuck
stat
more.
or is that a thing?
No, that's legit. I mean,
That's
they-
from the book of stats Trey pulled out of his asshole.
No, I'm willing to.
No,
I'm not
dude.
saying it's untrue. It's
The
possible.
only ones that they really reveal is when it's the guy. They make that a bigger
Are
story.
you basing?
Do you know what they?
This is my question. Is this based on a report you read, or is this based on most of the stories I see make me believe this?
No, it's just based on a report I saw, because when they most times reveal the women suspects, they don't reveal them at once. They reveal them in bundles. So you'll see. No, I'm serious. It'd be a bushel of bitches that has fucked some children.
The official word.
Yeah,
for a group.
bushel of
Yes.
bitches. So
A bushel.
they you'll see like 32 teachers, female teachers, busted for having a relationship with a student. When it's a guy, it's just they just show that one guy and they make that story about that
All right,
one
now,
guy.
I have a question for you. So you're basing women shouldn't have power because they fuck their students. Is this what I'm getting at?
No,
No,
he's
but
gonna
just
tie it
when
all.
they-
He's gonna tie it all to abortion too. If you just wait, Rob.
Oh, okay,
yeah, it's
sure.
like
Because this story gets better.
I'm just saying, why should they have control over their bodies when they can't control their bodies? Like they legit can't stop urges.
Told you so.
Oh my God.
You can allow them to carry life.
What?
I mean, fuck it. I can't remember what was my point.
I don't know.
He's confused.
You shouldn't have rights because then they have rights. They go crazy.
They go crazy with rights. They don't know how to just relax with rights.
Do you when
They
you
go off the fucking edge. Dude, if I'm not mistaken, you can go as far back. Didn't Cleopatra like fuck over Julius Caesar or some shit like that? Or is that two different people? Is that like a mix-up story?
Well, as well as you know it, I wouldn't use it as a defense.
Yeah.
They fuck over empires.
I wouldn't cite. I mean,
with
but,
power.
but I'm willing to bet
Got to put some restrictions.
That
Let's
if-
just start.
if we just
Start with abortion.
If we just did
Start with
this, if we just me and you,
That seems reasonable.
if you and I, Trey, went back and forth naming people who did heinous shit with their power.
Who do you think it was sponsored by? This is
And you said a person, and then I said a person. We would run out of women before we ran out of men.
no. It's always.
I wish I could see the face.
It's always a woman. Super Mario Brothers. Let's just keep doing it.
What is
Super
your-
Mario?
Wait,
Super
what?
Mario
Yeah,
Brothers.
let's not keep doing it. Let's stop right there.
Dude,
Princess
you gotta
Peach.
get extra men because of a bitch that you're trying to rescue.
She found herself in a predicament, Trey.
Yeah.
Okay.
It happens.
Okay.
She was the large.
Hold on. Let me really think. Super Mario Brothers. Let's just go as far back. Fucking Adam and Eve. Adam had everything. He had it all going on. And he was like, oh, I'm so lonely. I'm tired of
What
jerking
happened?
off.
Did your
And then
argument with Princess Peach fall apart? Is that what we went to Adam? Is that what happened?
No.
All right, go ahead.
Those guys, I'm just saying the empires crash behind women.
It wasn't an empire. It was two people.
Your two examples
and
are-
they're also not real.
One was a video game and one was a fucking fable.
I have another real one.
And maybe
Another-
Cleopatra,
Cleopatra.
depending on which play you saw.
Anyway, but
These are
carry
your
on
fucking-
with your not so stupid
I'm
now.
just saying,
is
you
it?
don't let women have abortions. Look at Cleopatra. The fuck are we talking about?
Fuck, dude, I had a lot of examples of this shit before I got here.
Like Super Mario.
There's a bunch of women though that fuck over empires.
Were it not for
dude.
Luigi, you've been fucked.
Your argument is 8-bit.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Look at Legends of Zelda.
What do you think put Arnold Schwarzenegger over the top? The side baby. The side baby. Had that woman had the right to abort that baby, he never would have fucking shot off into another stratosphere.
Did she not have the
could
ability?
have.
She
could-
had the baby.
But,
Yeah.
but she could have aborted it.
Yeah, but she had it. Which helped his career. Now, had she, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
in
it was-
Alabama, if she'd been in Alabama, she had to abort that baby. In his career, it just stays on a plateau.
Right? But instead,
Sure,
now
it
he gets
was-
to run the plant.
It was Terminator and a fucking maid he knocked up. That
Boom.
Was, that was the correct.
And he lifted some weights in between there.
Oh my God.
You know what I feel like? I feel like I'm going to listen to this 2 years later and be like, what was I talking about?
I feel like if you wait like till Wednesday.
No.
This is some of this will be jarring.
Oh my God.
Too many rights.
Look at the Princess Bride. Fucked over the rightful king over some coups and
Dude,
some
they don't-
pirate got to fuck her and be the king.
They don't know what to do with power.
Trey, that is a blanket statement that is simply incorrect.
They
Princess
gave,
Leia, they
Dude.
blew up a fucking planet.
What did they do?
And killed millions of soldiers
They gave
because of
Hillary-
fucking Princess Leia.
They gave Hillary secrets, and what did she do? She fucked up an email because she had power. She needed some guy to guide her.
Rob, even I'm vibratingly
You're
upset by
baffled?
this.
You're
Baffled would be.
Yeah,
That's
Baffled got in a cab 20 minutes ago.
yeah. Baffled is at home on a muscle relaxer.
I'm still lost on the Mario Brothers. How that means women shouldn't be able
All right,
to
here's my thing.
have an abortion.
I don't condone banning abortion.
Oh, good to know.
I just understand it. I don't condone it though. Women should have the right to. You should.
that's
have
how
a
I feel
fucking
about
say-so.
cheating, and that's not. That's
no
not,
one should have a say so on a woman's body. No one.
Yes.
Only that woman should have a say so.
Certainly
But
not,
if someone,
certainly not Mario or Luigi.
Everything you say after "but" is bullshit.
but if someone was to chime in, I would at least be. I would at least hear their side.
I'd listen to your side, just so I could tell you you're wrong.
Not wrong. It's just
Incorrect.
disagreeing.
You know what, Trey? I would
disagree.
listen to your side piece before your side. If there is one. Like, why are you fucking this guy?
Trey, you don't. If I have one wish, it's that however this podcast
Aladdin?
finally.
Look at Aladdin. Bitch fucked it up.
I'm
Had a
just-
fucking genie and he wasted a genie on a piece of pussy.
That's all I'm saying, dude.
Look what that did. Fucking Aladdin.
My hope is that
Snow White.
Would-
Motherfucker had a fucking
only-
kingdom. Gave it up looking for some bitch with a shoe.
that's not even close to the
Whatever.
same thing. That was this.
Snow
Boy,
White's the one. She's fucking.
Did Trey
bunch of
write that?
midgets.
Dude,
Bitch fucking
let
bunch
me
of
explain
midgets.
this to you.
And here comes Prince Charles.
Women ruin empires. Look at Shrek. Bro, he had it fucking made. Got with Fiona, ended up with 3 fucking kids. Just a nightmare. Just adding heartache onto it. It's like, dude, you had a fucking swamp. You was chilling. You was by yourself. And then this bitch tricked you. You thought she was going to look like the shit you saw. And then a monster showed up.
That sounds familiar.
Then a monster showed up.
That sounds vaguely
And what
familiar.
do? You're like, oh my God, pussy's so good. I'll put up with a
You know what?
monster.
I recommend watching the Whiskey Brothers on Amazon Prime.
You might get a tag.
Oh shit! You had a bit like that.
Yes.
It was on How I Met Your Mother years ago. Look, here's a
Look at How I Met Your Mother. Here's Barney.
little inside.
He's a millionaire.
Little inside something for the folks who go way back with us.
So you agree with me without
Yeah.
even trying to?
Look at Seinfeld.
Goofy bastard.
Hanging out with fucking that goofy-haired girl.
we are the Whiskey Brothers.
She became Veep.
We have opinions on
Fucked
things.
everything up.
They're often wrong.
Yeah, man.
Trey Tutson, Rob
People-
Mungle. I'm Slade Ham.
People ruin their empires, man.
Here it comes. There's no.
Fine.
you know,
You ever
this
played-
has been another episode of What in the Fuck is Trey doing?
What do
You
you,
ever
mean?
played the game of Risk? No queens.
God. All right. Well, you guys got 30 seconds
The
to
one
salvage
queen,
this.
the queen on the fucking chessboard can do whatever the fuck she wants. Go anywhere. Man's got to go one step at a time. Tell me
Yeah.
that's not bullshit.
So far, not happening. Trey, you got
Oh,
anything?
you're saying that. I'm saying why even had a queen on the chessboard?
We got to get out of here.
it
we,
should just be pawns
we,
and bishops and kings.
we encourage you to go out to Old Humble Distilling
Put
Company.
one bitch on that game fucks it all up.
Fucks it all up.
Monday, get through your weekend, have a good time.
Abort the queen.
Stick around. WBNY is next. More with Dale Cheeseman and Jason Salmon, and we'll see you guys. I'll be out of town. I'll be in Colorado with
Yeah.
BC, but I believe we're going to have Drew Holloway and Grady Pruitt on the podcast for both episodes next week. We'll see you guys.
Happy birthday and go Commanders.
And now from the Big Apple, it's the Whiskey Brothers, New York.
Hey, welcome back to the Comic Strip Live with Jason Salmon and Dale Cheeseman, your Whiskey Brothers East North 5 times a week.
That's right.
Although we only record once. But you listen to it 5 times a
Of
week.
course you do, because you are a consumer.
And you're all mega diehard fans.
And speaking of consumers, you know what? People are jumping on the bandwagon. People are trying to get out there, get ahead of things. They're seeing all these trends in the market, and they're jumping on them. And here's one. Our sponsor today is one of those companies that is jumping on the market trends. The market trends, because cannabis is being legalized. It's going to be legalized all over the U.S. before long.
Very progressive sponsor.
Yeah, this one, because this one has gone...
Honestly, maybe too progressive.
Some said over the line. In fact, I think they hard sold us to be our sponsor.
We kind of pushed back on this because we were. Honestly,
this is the first time we weren't out there just searching.
As hardcore libertarians, our veins bleed purple. I think that's their color.
Is that what?
We support them as a business to do this. We're just not sure if it's ever going to work, but they want to jump the gun and get the word out this early.
So if cannabis is being legalized, it's only a matter of time before other drugs start getting legalized, and people want to jump on those markets because people are already cornering the market on cannabis.
Because right now, for some reason, the best argument is, well, if they can start smoking weed, why can't they just marry a horse kind of logic?
Yeah, but before you marry a horse, you got to smoke that meth.
Got to get in the headspace.
Yeah, and that brings us to our sponsor, who wants to say, you know what, you can smoke that meth and still be a part of the culture.
Yeah, meth doesn't mean you can't be, together with other people. That's kind of the misconception about meth, is that it destroys families. This company wants to use meth to bring families together.
Crisco meth.
We're not sure exactly what it's made of or how many uses it will have.
But we're sure it goes down easy. It makes you a little fatter.
Yeah. It gives you that out-of-this-world tweak with a down-home feel.
Are you sick of doing drugs that seem to separate you from your family? You know what? Do a drug that brings you closer to your family.
Why not spend the afternoon learning your great-grandmother's famous fried chicken recipe while also teaching her about the lizard people that control the government?
Crisco meth. That is literally what's written on the paper, folks.
It's 4 lowercase m's followed by a bunch of uppercase m's and numbers.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, that was a perfect pronunciation.
Yeah. And our Crisco sponsor through the window has given us two thumbs very bloody thumbs up.
Ew, why are his thumbs bloody?
He's just been chewing on his fingers.
God, we locked the door. He can't get in here, right?
No.
Okay, cool. Crisco meth, everybody. Get yourself on the front end of the future.
Fry your brain the Southern way.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw meth. What have you been up to, man? How you doing?
Oh man, I've been trying to run all over the place, doing spots and all that stuff. And in the midst, I'm trying to watch some playoffs. I'm big into the hockey playoffs, actually.
Oh, really?
Big Dallas Stars fan. They're doing, they're playing some good pucks.
Yeah. If people, I guess, for some listeners, Dallas, they're the home of the Stars, and I think the first cited case of the AIDS virus.
Yeah. I mean, we usually list the Mavericks and the Cowboys before that.
Right.
The Rangers after that. The Rangers always come after that.
Yeah.
Except when they were in the World Series.
I don't know why y'all don't take more pride in the AIDS thing. I mean, that's number one. AIDS has been number one.
I mean, we're also the
30
last. I mean, think of another city that's executed a president since us. None.
That's true.
None.
Dallas doesn't give enough credit.
It doesn't. It's the home of a lot of really interesting things.
Interesting
cautionary
things.
tale level interesting things. But no, I mean, being a sports fan, it's good to live in Texas because you got the Rockets and the Spurs made the playoffs in basketball. Texans and Cowboys made it in football. So you've always got somebody, and I tend to be a proximity.
Texas in May is a great.
Oh yeah, May June is. I mean, that's because you got baseball. I mean, the Astros are crazy good. The Rangers stink, but they're fun to watch. They're that level of bad. Yeah. You're like, I don't care if they win. I just want to see if Joey Gallo, after his 4 strikeouts, hits a home run over the parking lot.
That's what's great about the Rangers is the last inning they play really well. But they're losing so much it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. The beautiful thing about the Rangers is you're like, I bet those guys just eat fried foods and have a lot of unprotected sex because that's how they bat.
Crisco meth.
They do. They are the Crisco meth of batters.
The pitcher got in trouble for rubbing a little bit of meth on the ball for those.
Yeah, he may have.
Change-ups.
He may have. Yeah. See, there's a whole market. Our Crisco meth people are going to love us for breaking in these whole new markets for them.
We've been doing it for years.
We've been doing
for
it
free.
Yeah.
Like suckers.
Like suckers.
It's a fun time to be a sports fan. You're watching the draft and the hockey.
Yeah, there was
playoffs.
a weird stretch where like all of the hockey and basketball playoffs going on at the same time. Mm-hmm. The baseball season had started and the NFL draft happened, and on one day you had all of the sports. It's like the opposite of what used to be All-Star Weekend when you had no sports.
And there's been like such a shift in the culture that like used to be like split up sports people and nerd people, but now all those people watching the draft and everything, they also had to like wrap that up so the players could watch the Game of Thrones episode that Sunday and check out the 20-second Marvel movie to figure out how it all ended.
Because real life is becoming sports.
Yeah.
Politics, that's sports.
I mean, it's
just a bunch of people just sitting there going, there shouldn't be rules for my team.
Yeah.
How could you call a foul on my team? My team's the best team.
We're in the regular season of politics right now.
Yeah, we are.
Everyone gets to play,
Everybody's
win or
playing.
lose,
Yeah.
show up, have fun.
There are 20 Democrats vying for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it's going to get down to, like, just a few in the playoffs, and then somebody's going to win the Democratic Conference Championship.
Yeah, and it'll be rigged, and everyone will say the refs blew it, or the Electoral College.
Yeah.
They come in, like, for the last game.
Right.
There's different rules.
Let's just rename it the Electoral University. Come on, be classy.
Try to U of E.
Yeah.
Let's just call it U of E.
U of E. That's what it is. Now I think we should have it in real life though. I think we should have like human playoffs. You should have to qualify each year to get in the human playoffs and like be assessed.
Like if you drop out of an election, you have to drop out of the country.
Yeah, that's it. You do. Like there should be a price to pay because everybody seems like they're doing it. Like there's people doing it. I'm like, you're not going to win. I mean, maybe they don't. Maybe they're that narcissistic, but
we just need to turn some like take one of those abandoned parts of Australia that's just flat desert dirt and just make that the penalty box of politicians. The way they used to exile politicians, they'd send them to an island, which I think is too good for some of them. Islands are great. They're tons of fun, little fruity drinks. We got to send them, turn Australia back into what it used to be, just the world's penalty box.
Right, where you just send criminals. I mean, but it's a nice place now. I mean, I sort of would commit a crime just to get a free trip.
For sure. That's why you want to go dead heart of Australia.
Oh, the middle part where animals kill people.
The darkness of Australia. Where kangaroos speak with an accent.
They do. Yeah. Oh, those guys are the worst.
Human playoffs. That would be absolutely great.
I think we should have it. I think that's the problem is we've just been playing it as a free-for-all. We've been running around playing a game of tag. This whole time, where like, occasionally somebody's it, but other than that,
we're all on even footing. It's a new day. No. Carrying over points.
Yeah, absolutely. You do stuff, you got to pay for it. Yeah. I think there should be a penalty. I think you're right with that. I mean, that's a legitimate thing. I think if somebody gets into a presidential race and they drop out, they have to there should be a huge price to pay. First of all, they should have to give all of the money that they've raised into a pot, that pays for something you choose the charity that your stuff has to go to, or somebody chooses the charity.
You make if someone, let's see, if Pete Buttigieg, if he drops out and loses, all of his leftover campaign money has to go to gay conversion camps or something like that. Something totally
something that you're against
because he's
yeah.
You just all that money. It gets left over for something. Should it go to their cause or the person who beat them?
Well, I mean, it should go to somebody in the Democratic Party's cause.
Is this World Poker playoffs, or is this where someone loses, you take
You don't give it to Mike Pence's cause because he didn't do anything but just ride in on the Trojan horse of humanity.
And I don't like that term Trojan because it implies sex of some kind.
That's true. And also protection, which is neither of those are things I want to think about with him. But yeah, I agree that there should be penalties. I think Maybe the voters should get to say, the Democratic voters. So you don't have to support something that you're absolutely necessarily against, but it should hurt a little.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, it should be more of a embarrassing, not so much you have to donate to a cause you don't like, but the way someone loses a fantasy football.
Or you should have to go work for that place for the amount of time that the election goes on for. You should have to go work at that job.
Anyone who did door-to-door flyering for the Hillary campaign now has to work the ticket booth at a Trump rally.
See, I wouldn't put those
Am I going
people.
too much?
Yeah, I'm talking about the people at the top, the people who are actually running. You know,
make them do an intro or
you got to do something. You got to pay a price. You got to go. Bernie would last year would have had to have gone and
Here's
swept up.
They have to stay in the race.
An elementary school.
The rule is no matter what, till the end, everyone stays in the race. But once they've lost or dropped out, now they're just a prop. Everyone will walk out.
Now you just serve food at banquets.
No, like a giant dunk tank on stage at these rallies. We started off with 22 Democrats, but then
so you run it like a reality
to the
show.
Water. Yeah, it needs to be some kind of.
It's pretty close to that now. So yeah, why not have a host and just run it like that? You know what? Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I think it could work.
I think we just fixed the.
I mean, the problem is I'm sitting here looking at you, and you're having to look at me, and we are probably losing as far as human playoffs go.
Look, we're the reason.
We have hair coming out of places on our face and head that would probably immediately get us thrown into.
The reason I love.
Do you even groom?
Groom. I haven't in a long time.
I mean, you didn't have to tell me you hadn't in a long time because I can see your face.
Yeah.
And all of the hair that's
This isn't blackface. It's just covered in blackheads.
It is
I can't wash my face.
It is just a mess.
It's been bad. I got the part-time job, and so I'm working at a jeanery, basically a sweatshop, so I don't need to cut my hair regularly for that job.
No.
And haircuts up here are so expensive that if I'm going to get it cut, it's going to be
How much are you used to paying for a haircut?
In Texas, $8.
Okay.
I got it from the same Ukrainian woman at a Supercuts. It was lower than their regular price, but I think I was the only one she gave this special price to because I look like this when I come in.
Yeah, she's like, this is going to be like topiary gardening.
You remind me of home. Kind of sadness. But up here, a haircut, the cheapest one I've been able to find was $20.
Yeah.
Which I think is just absolutely nuts.
That's what it is here.
Yeah, but I mean, basically, they only do one kind of haircut up here. I've gone to 4 different places, and all of them just shave the. They give you that New York Italian haircut, and I can't pull that off at all. It makes me look too tough for one day, and then just goofy for the next 2 months because the shaved sides start to curl. Have you ever seen a buzz with a curl? I
don't get
ridiculous.
my sides shaved. I don't.
I ask them not to, and they every time.
Here's what I do when I go to the barber. I've got a Russian barber. I go to him. I show him a picture of me. Is the way my hair needs to look. Because I could never describe the way I need my hair to look. I show him a picture of me when it was where I wanted it to be. And also, in that picture, I'm standing in front of a microphone, and there's a comedy club sign behind. He's like, oh, you are a comedian? I'm like, yeah. And if you screw this up, I'm talking about it tonight. And he's like, and I got to tell you right now, never been so attentive, ever. And ever since then, he follows me on Instagram now. He does. Yeah. So I'm telling you, you got to go strategy. You have a power position if you've got a picture of yourself doing comedy.
Pissed Off Comedians was the original Yelp of shitty businesses.
It was. Yeah, that was when people were like, oh, I didn't know.
I have nowhere to post, but I will go find 100 people every night.
There was a stretch during the 80s where people would just to figure out what the neighborhood businesses were like, would come to a comedy club and just listen to people talk about how crappy their service was at the local Blockbuster.
A lot of people don't know that's kind of where comedy thrived and why it's dying today.
Yeah,
because everyone's depending on these Yelp reviews. And not coming to hear the people rant.
Tearing apart comedy.
Yeah.
Do you get do you do your nails, your own nails and everything?
My nails,
Are you awful?
I definitely take very good care of my fingernails.
It's great.
All right. I don't know if we mentioned this, but we're coming to you live from a comedy club.
Yeah, you always say live from the comic strip live. Just say we're coming to you from the comic strip live.
No, it's live, and we're living with them in their phones.
We're in your heads. We're in your heads right now.
We don't even exist. We're only in your mind, Kevin.
We are. Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to plug coming up?
Buy my album, Force of Nurture.
Okay.
And what else?
Buy my album, Force de Nature. It is...
Yeah, he made a French-spoken album that it basically just translated my album to French.
Right. But because...
It's huge. It's doing really well.
Very, very well, but only in Western Canada.
Yeah. But, I mean, those guys consume comedy.
All right, guys, check us out soon. Oh, also, I'll be coming to... it'll be next month in June. I'll be doing a bunch of shows along the Northeast, Baltimore, D.C. Improv. I'll get the dates out for that soon, but just check my Twitter. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and all that, and we'll see y'all next time.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
Music provided by
Scarface.
Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.